Wait, we're back. We're back. Ding dong, bing bong.
Get prepared to spend another day and be ready to give your.
Day is it? 17. Okay. Okay. Right. The sponsor, but the not the sponsor. The guy in the diving suit. Mm, mm. My consciousness slowly but surely drifted back from the dark depths it had fallen into. I opened my eyes and found myself looking up at a familiar ceiling. It's my room. I remember now. Last night, Hiroko was attacked by someone in a weird suit in the biolab. I chased after the attacker, but I lost them. Then I blacked out. Wait a minute. If I passed out, how did I get back here? I don't remember a thing. Did someone carry me here? And come to think of it, Hiroko, is she okay? Did anyone else get attacked? I reflexively sprang out of bed. But then, ow! The moment I tried to move, a sharp pain shot through my entire body. I guess I did push myself pretty hard last night. I even jumped out of a second floor window. I don't think I broke any bones, but it still hurts. Looking in the mirror, I was covered in cuts and bruises. It was no wonder moving around hurt so much. Even so, I couldn't just stay put and recuperate. There were too many questions that needed answering. I fought through the pain and made my way to the cafeteria. Arriving at the cafeteria, I did a quick head count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 13. And me makes 14. We're all here. Even Hiroko, the one who I'd been the most worried about, looked fine. Seeing them all there, eating breakfast like nothing was wrong, I heaved a heavy breath. Thank goodness, everyone's okay.
Hey!
Morning, Takumi. What's the matter? You look all out of breath. Wait. Don't you guys know what happened last night? Didn't Hiroko tell you? Huh? Something happened last night? Did they really not know? How could they not have noticed all the running around and glass breaking? Moko, can you get everyone together for me when breakfast is over? You seem really serious about this. Alright, leave it to me. In the meantime, you should eat too. And try to relax a little. Okay, hon? Sure, thank you. I left the rest to Moko and tried not to panic as I wolfed down some food. A little later, everyone gathered around a table at Moko's prompting. Is this gonna take long? I think I'm heading for a sugar crash. Oh. That's what you get for putting a ton of chocolate and ice cream on top of your done bird. You want to talk to us about something, Takumi? Yeah, it's about last night. I got right into it and began explaining what happened, but something wasn't right. Hey, where's Hiroko? Wasn't she here a moment ago?
Hey!
Oh yeah, she said she wasn't feeling well, so she went back to her room. Huh? Being around a disgusting tardigrade like me probably made her queasy. That could be a problem. Without her, I can't... What? Can't get off? Did you get bored of harassing Nozomi and found another girl to get your grubby little hands on? How many innocent maidens will you corrupt before you're satisfied? How indecent, and yet, how intriguing. I demand you tell me more. What are you guys talking about? Anyway, that's not the point. I prefer to have Hiroko around so she can back up my story, but I can't exactly go and drag her back here. There's nothing I can do about it. I'll just do the best I can on my own. Alright, it's a long story, but here goes. We covered the events of the previous night so far as my memory of them would allow. Naturally, I started with the strange figure who attacked Hiroko with the power saw. From there, I talked about how we both jumped out of the biolab window, me chasing the attacker after they lost their weapon, only for me to lose sight of them. The others listened, in open-mouthed amazement. They probably didn't know whether to believe me or write the whole thing off as a fever dream. That just about covers it. Are you serious? All that really happened last night? Hold on, I need a minute to take this all in. My brain kind of short-circuited after you brought in the maniac with the power saw. I don't get what's going on either. That's why I wanted Hiroko here so she could fill us in. Damn, how the hell did none of the rest of us realize all that was going down? The biolab's walls have surprisingly good soundproofing. for some reason. You did a good job making it through this whole ordeal alive, Mr. Samino. Yeah, you're a total champ, Takumi. It's kind of scary, though. Just imagine what might have happened to Hiroko if you hadn't been there. Even if this maniac had made mincemeat out of her, we could have just fed it to the Revive-O-Matic to bring her back. Talk about her like she's a sausage filling. Besides, there's a limit to what the machine can do. What were you doing in the biolab at that hour, Takumi? How can you not remember? I can only assume you were drugged or sleepwalking. If you're not making all of this up, that is. What, you think I'm the one who attacked Hiroko? I'm just speaking hypothetically. Honestly, I don't see how attacking our teammates would benefit you, so I'm not entertaining the idea too seriously. We won't be able to say anything for sure until we get Hiroko's side of the story. Maybe it was some kind of shape-shifting enemy. I mean, there's no one else in the school apart from us. Nah, they would have gone if that was it. And the invaders always show up in huge swarms, not one at a time. Then, does that mean the attacker was one of us? No, that can't be. But we've already been getting threats. What if even more freaky stuff starts happening after this? Just like that, the whole room seemed to frost over. Everybody looked uneasy. Hold on a minute. I didn't mean to make it sound like that. But now the possibility's out there. Can't deny it. Not unless we all have solid alibis, or if we catch the real maniac. So there really is a traitor among us. There's always only one truth, which means, who is it? Who was it exactly? This isn't good. At this rate, everyone's gonna start getting paranoid. What can I say to calm them down? Before I could think of anything. Darumi? Darumi, who'd been silent throughout the conversation, suddenly began to tremble all over. It's happening!
We're finally getting dragged into a killing game!
There's a murderer in our midst! A notorious serial killer! This is the kind of twist I've been waiting for! It was like a dam had suddenly burst. Darumi's deranged laughter filled the room. A serial killer hiding in a group of students? Only someone with a severely unsound mind would come up with something like that. Threatening messages, serial killers, power saw maniacs. I can't take this. This is so cool. Let's go crazy and start killing each other. Maybe we should let Miss Amamiya handle the killer. You know, fight fire with fire, or in this case, maniac with maniac. If we need to sacrifice, I'll volunteer, but I might be so useless even the killer won't waste time on me. So we're just assuming all this stuff about a killer is true now? I can't keep up. Guys, please, let's not get paranoid. But from now on, if you have to walk around alone at night, be careful. Might be a good idea to keep our infusers with us too. Then we'll be ready to fight back if the killer tries it. Well, it's not gonna matter if they're wearing the fucking diving suit. I'm gonna go see what I can do about fixing the biolab window. It'll be a good chance to investigate the scene too. Thanks. Sorry for the trouble. I'll go see how Hiroko's doing. I'll let you guys know if I find out anything new. Everyone nodded in agreement, and the meeting broke up. First of all, I need to talk to Hiroko. She said she'd not been feeling well, but hopefully it's nothing serious. Just as I was about to leave the cafeteria... Darumi, you're still here? Seems like that diary was the real deal after all, huh? Don't worry, Takumi, I won't say a thing. It's our little secret. Laughing creepily to herself, Darumi skipped out to the cafeteria. I hadn't mentioned that old diary to anyone either. It wasn't exactly a credible source, and I didn't want to risk making everyone even more paranoid. Anyway, I really need to go talk to Hiroko. I pulled myself together and made my way to the dorm rooms on the roof. No good, huh? I rang Hiroko's doorbell, but there was no reply. It didn't sound like anyone was moving around inside either. I was reaching toward the bell to ring again, but thought better of it. She's probably sleeping. I feel bad for disturbing her. After the events of last night, I was still pretty worried, but I decided to leave Hiroko be for now. I'll ask her later. I've still got plenty to do in the meantime. Reluctantly, I turned away and left to attend to other matters. I already knew where my next stop was going to be. This is where I chased the killer around last night. At the time, it had been too dark for me to make out very much, but I had a general idea of where to go.
Huh?
It should be right around here. I began to rummage around in the grass and shrubs, searching for something I'd left behind last night. It took me a while, but I eventually found it.
Ah.
Here it is. This was what I was looking for. The power saw I'd taken from the killer and thrown into the bushes during our chase. I can't just leave this lying around here. I better put it somewhere safe. Hefting up the power saw, I carried it back to the school. Okay, it should be good here for now. The metal shop seemed like a hiding place as any. It was already full of guns and landmines and other lethal looking objects. I set the power saw down in a corner of the room and stared at it for a moment. Up close, these blades look even bigger and more deadly. I'm glad I didn't get hit. Whoever that had been brandishing this at me and Hirko, they were definitely out to kill us. But why? What motive could they have possibly had? I should probably go over the whole incident again. I'll tell the others I've stashed the power saw in here next time we're all together. Closing the metal shop doors behind me, I left and went back to my room. Back in my room, I collapsed onto my bed, exhausted. Looking at the clock, I realized half the day was gone already. I knew I ought to be using this downtime wisely to prepare for our next battle, but I just couldn't motivate myself to do any of that today. I still have 3 major mysteries to solve. The first was what happened last night. What was I doing in the biolab with no memory of how I got there? Why was Hirko being attacked? The second was the person in the strange black suit. I had no idea who they were, what they were doing here, or why. And the third, my gaze slowly traveled to my desk. I hadn't looked at the strange diary again since putting it away. It couldn't be. Could it? I got up from my bed, opened the desk drawer, and took out the old notebook. This thing still creeps me out. What kind of deranged person had written these illegible words and scribbled this picture of the killer? I mean, I think it's Eito. Looking at it gave me a weird, sickly feeling inside, like I was being drawn into the madness on the page. It was a signal the killing was about to begin. And now we're all going to...
Die, 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 die!
Darumi's crazed words welled up in the back of my mind. Are the threatening messages in this diary really connected somehow? I wanted to dismiss it as a meaningless series of pranks, but I still had doubts I couldn't quite dismiss. Those seeds of suspicion were starting to grow, threatening to choke me from the inside. I woke up to the usual morning announcement and slowly got out of bed. I didn't get a chance to talk to Hirako yesterday. I'll have to track her down today at some point. But first, I should go to the cafeteria. I need to tell the others about the power saw. When I arrived, everyone was already there. Everyone except Hirako. I waited and waited, but she didn't show. In the end, I told the rest of the team that I'd stashed the power saw in the metal shop for now, and left. I feel a little calmer in here. I needed a change of scenery and found myself visiting the leisure lounge. There's no one here. That's too bad. I was in the mood to talk to someone. I wasn't really sure what to do, so I sat on a chair by the side of the pool and gazed into the water for a while. Suddenly, I got an unpleasant, twisty feeling in my stomach. Why am I so hungry? I just ate a few minutes ago. What's going on with my stomach? My appetite seems to come and go a lot lately. I reached out for a bottle of water in hopes of quelling my hunger pangs. And as I did... Oh. Hirako. A surprised, troubled expression crossed her face. She must not have expected to find me here. I thought I'd finally get to talk to her, but as soon as she saw me, she turned around and began walking away. Why is she avoiding me like this? Did what I see was wrong? Was I actually the killer? But then if that, or like not the killer, but like the person in the diving suit, the person attacking her. But if I was, then why isn't she doing anything? All this doesn't make sense. Hey, wait. I ran up to Hirako and grabbed her, wrapping a hand around one of her long, slender arms. Let me go. Sorry, but I can't right now. I need to talk to you, Hiroko. I have nothing to say to you. Hiroko looked away, refusing to meet my eye. She's acting so strange, and I have no idea why. Are you feeling better? I heard you were sick yesterday. Anyway, I wanted to talk about a few nights ago, when you were attacked in the bio lab. You remember that person with the power saw, right? Where did they come from? What happened that night? Can you let go of me now? You're going to leave a mark. Huh? Oh, sorry. I realized I'd been holding on to her really hard and let go, but I couldn't let her leave just yet. I shifted around and blocked her path to the door. I've already told you I have nothing to say to you. Stop wasting my time and move aside. Why are you acting like this? Is there some reason you can't tell me? Please, just leave me alone. Huh? Hiroko, what are you? Before I could say anything else, Hiroko shoved me aside, knocking me down. Ow, ow. I fell on my butt with a painful thud. That girl really didn't want to talk to me. I got to my feet to go after her, but she was already gone. Hiroko, why? I had no idea what was going on with her. Why wouldn't she tell me what happened? Why was she avoiding me all of a sudden? I didn't know, but one thing was clear. Hiroko was hiding something. I can't just give up. I need to find out the truth. I wouldn't get anything out of Hiroko the way she was now, but there was plenty of other stuff I could investigate. I decided to clear my mind by looking around somewhere else. Okay. Well, I guess I'm not gonna have free time with Hiroko if she's not gonna fucking talk to me, right? Oh, Shoma, actually. I could hang out with Shoma. Let's make sure. Yeah, she doesn't even show up on the map, right? Yeah. Okay, let's go talk to Shoma. What is this little pipsqueak? Oh, hey Takumi! Let's talk to him. I was exercising just now and my body turned huge. What is with this guy's body? After spending some time together, you understand Shoma better now. Report card. My literacy to go up. Or ornament. Okay, let's try and make a horror ornament. Upskilling time. I like that. There you go.
You're giving something so awesome to useless bug poop like me? Thank you so much!
You never know. Well then.
Huh?
I didn't get to talk to Hiroko today either. There's still so much I don't know about that girl. I never really got to know her the first time around. Hopefully this time she'll open up to me and we'll all make it through this alive. No, not just hopefully. I'll definitely make that happen.
The VR machine.
Oh, wow, the VR
And
machine.
the trading room.
Cool. Sick. The obnoxious morning announcement played just like it always did. Knowing that the person who recorded these announcements were gone now made it feel a little uncanny. What's the idea of making the 19th day a milestone anyway? All that good round number stuff made no sense. Wait, didn't I just say that the last time too? Shaking off the haze that lingered around my thoughts, I got out of bed. Speaking of the library, I got some business there. But first, I'd better have breakfast. Time to go to the cafeteria. I stepped in the cafeteria and grabbed some food. For a second, my eyes met Hiriko's from across the room. Oh. There was a moment of silence, and then she turned away. She refused to even look in my direction after that. Sheesh, guess she's still avoiding me. Sighing inwardly, I turned my attention back to my food. When I was done, I made my way to the library.
Huh?
I think Darumi's found it somewhere around here. I stood in front of the library stacks, thinking back to the day Darumi and I found the strange diary. I still don't completely buy that it has anything to do with what's going on here, but it was worth taking another look at what was here. There might be some kind of clue. And right now I needed all the information I could get. I ran a finger along the spines of the books, and then began pulling them out one by one. Movements got faster, more frantic. I kept going until I emptied the entire shelf. How long did I spend doing that? I completely lost track of time in my desperate search, but eventually I found something that made me stop and take notice. Oh, what's this? I lifted up a beaten old volume with a hardcover, but it caught my attention for a simple reason. There wasn't any writing on it. The front cover, back cover, and spine were all completely blank. I looked in the back to see if there was any publication information there, but the last few pages had rotted and crumbled away. Must be really old. I gently opened it to the title page to be greeted by the only text I'd seen so far. The history of the school? The letters were faded and old-fashioned, but I could still read them okay. Come to think of it, aside from the basics, I actually knew remarkably little about this academy. With both Sarah and Ligo gone, there wasn't anybody I could ask about it. It's not something I've thought about very much, but this isn't exactly your run-of-the-mill school. I turned the pages, getting a whiff of the musty paper smell that only really old books develop. There was no publication date anywhere, so I had no way of knowing how old it was exactly. I flicked through the pages at random until I caught a glimpse of some troubling text. Did I see that right? I went back to the page in question, and sure enough, there it was. Notes on the serial killer incidents. My heart skipped a beat. A trail of cold sweat ran down my back as I began to read the passage. It detailed a series of ghastly murders that took place at the academy sometime in the past. They started suddenly one day, without any warning. A mysterious figure appeared in the school and started picking off students one after another. Clad in a strange black suit, the killer had used bladed weapons like saws and hatchets to massacre their victims. Some students rallied together to try to fight back, but they were all mercilessly cut down. The next day, the academy was sealed off from the outside world. The students prepared to mourn the friends they had lost. But then, the killer came back. Once again, they moved down student after student. They mowed down student after student, bathing the school in blood. Cries of pain, fear, and hatred echoed throughout the grounds as the students' short lives came to an abrupt, violent end. And then, just like before, the killer disappeared without a trace. No one knew how they got in to begin with, although some thought they may have passed themselves off as one of the surviving students. No one ever got a definitive answer, and the nightmare still wasn't over. Again and again, the killer would appear seemingly out of nowhere, slaughter a handful of students, and then disappear again. Naturally, there were attempts to fight back, but none of them achieved anything. It was as if they were dealing with an unkillable demon. Even now, the killer still stalks these halls, awaiting the time for another massacre. Unkillable demon? This has got to be made up, right? Just doesn't sound realistic. Although, I guess it's not the craziest thing in the world. Hey, we're basically immortal too. It's not that weird. I found myself thinking back to the strange diary. Could it have been written by one of the students who survived these attacks? The information in the old book and the diary matched up a little too well for it to be a coincidence. But the part about the killer still hiding out somewhere in the school, that couldn't be true, could it? Could they have been the one who wrote the threatening message that started all of this? No, wait. I shouldn't jump to conclusions. Let's see if there's anything else. I took a deep breath and went back to reading the school history. For the next few hours, I immersed myself in urban legends and reports of other strange incidents that had supposedly occurred in years long past. Alright, I think that should do it. I closed the book with a sigh, having skimmed through most of what the book had to offer. It covered a wide variety of topics, but it all sounded like things made up for fun rather than describing events that actually happened. The stuff about the serial killer is the only part that feels like it might be important. I don't know if it has anything to do with the power saw maniac I saw, but it's worth thinking about. I'll take this book with me for now. If Tarumi finds it, it'll only fuel her morbid fantasies. It was already dark out. I spent the better part of the day reading. I tucked the book under my shirt, left the library, and headed back to my room.
Well then.
Phew, another day's flown by. There wasn't an enemy attack today, but there's bound to be another one soon.
Huh?
I need to be ready. I should focus on training tomorrow. I'd like to look into the murders that book talked about too. And I still haven't got a straight answer out of Hero.
Hey!
Ugh, there's so much to deal with, I don't even know where to start. I think I'll just sleep on it. Maybe things will be more clear in the morning. I let out a long, hard yawn and switched off the lights. So I ended my 19th day. So I ended my 19th day at Last Defense Academy. Again, I actually got a decent night's sleep for once. Now, what should I do today? Should I prepare for our next battle, or actually I better get some breakfast before I make any decisions? Wait, but I thought we were getting breakfast. And I just want to hang out with Shoma. Okay, chapter select. I'm still not on a path, which is crazy. Like this will tell me, hey, oh wait, hold on. This is like, hey, you're on the mystery route. But this is still like, you don't know where you're on. You don't know what's going on. And what the fuck is this? I'm wondering if I just die here? Because there's no way that's a different path, right? That would be bananas. That would be cuckoo bananas. I guess we hang out with Gaku, right? Why not? No, that's not right. None of the clothing options in the Gift-O-Matic are my style at all, bro. Gaku ranted at me about what he looks for in clothes. After spending some time together, you understand Gaku better now. Cool. I wanna hang out with Shoma. Where is Shoma? Oh, there he is, but he can't hang out. You can't hang out with him. I can't hang out with him. There's no point in hanging out with Darumi. Hang out with Tsubasa, I guess. Did you come to use a Gift-O-Matic too, Takumi? Let's talk. I came to make some cleaning supplies. I threw up everywhere again. I know she can't help it because of her condition, but it's gonna suck to have to do all that cleaning whenever she gets sick. We're just spending some time together, you understand Tsubasa better now.
Head east. You never know when the invaders.
Huh?
The day's done. Today went by in a flash. I better hit the sack before I start feeling hungry again. I wasn't all that tired, but I got into bed anyway and forced myself to go to sleep.
Be ready to give your lot.
I got to the cafeteria and glanced around. Sure enough, Hiriko wasn't there. What's her problem? At this rate, I'll never get to talk to her about that night. No, I can't give up. I'll ask her again today. I have to try.
Hey!
Morning, Takumi. I was just taking my tray to a table when Moko called out to me, chipper as ever. I turned around and saw that Nozomi was with her. Hey, you two. You're up and at it early today, huh? Good morning, Takumi. Want to eat with us? Sure, thanks. I took a seat opposite the girls. Moko stared at me intently, like she had something to say, but didn't know how to bring it up. Is there something on my face? No, of course not. I was just checking out your breakfast, that's all. You got a real good balance of macronutrients there. You can have some of my protein powder if you want a little extra, though. Good, thanks. How about drinks? You want to chug some raw eggs, maybe? No, that's fine. I'm fine. Party pooper. Well, it's your loss. Something's up with Mocha. What does she really want to talk to me about? Maybe she's waiting for me to make the first move? But I'll look like a total creep if I'm wrong. Come on, Moko. Let's just come right out and ask her. I was getting to it. Stuff like this calls for a delicate approach. For all we know, Hiriko's maidenly virtue could be at stake here. Huh? What about Hiriko? Whoops, there I go again. Somebody call a plumber. We've got a leak. I'm sorry, Takumi. I really hope you don't take this the wrong way. But Mocha and I have been talking, and we both think you and Hiriko have been acting a little strange lately. Right. I should have known this was coming. We didn't want to pry. It's been going on for a while, so... Sorry, hon. We just didn't know how to bring it up. Don't apologize. It's my fault for making you worry. The concern was understandable. Things had been awkward between me and Hiriko ever since the incident. But what was I supposed to say? I had no idea why she was avoiding me. Well, some stuff happened, but I'm really not sure how to explain. I struggled to find the right words, but Nozomi didn't press
It's okay if you don't want to talk about it right now. Just know that when you're ready, we'll be here for you.
Huh? Right, thanks. My breath caught in my throat. For a moment, I felt like I was talking to Karuo. I'll see what I can do to soften up Hiriko too. I know she's the type who likes to be on her own, but she's still a poor vulnerable maiden at heart. Even rabbits can die of loneliness. You boys have to show some sensitivity. What does that have to do with it? I get the feeling this conversation is drifting away from its original topic. I don't have the energy to get it back on course though. I'll just smile and nod until it's over. After finishing breakfast, I said goodbye to Moko and Nozomi and went back to my room. Okay, what should I do today? The idea of this mystery killer still worries me, but the whole thing's kind of sketchy. The invaders are a much more definitive threat. I need to be ready for the next time they attack. Yeah, ID literacy. Damn. The game's like, no, you do not get to do anything besides, I mean, I guess we're just gonna hang with people in the rec room. You here to use a gift-o-matic too? I came to make some underwear with the gift-o-matic, some shiny leopard print briefs. Leopard print? That's quite the statement piece, don't you think? Suits me just fine. You think I'd go around wearing some lame-ass tidy waders? A man's gotta assert dominance from the groin out. He ain't got no spirit otherwise. After spending some time together, you understand Takamura better now. I'm not hanging with Darumi. Maybe Kurara. Gaku's actually not bad, but let's do Kurara. Takumi, assist me with my training.
Huh?
You're always training for battle whenever you have free time. How do you manage to stand doing such intense training every day? It's only natural. Despite my appearances, I'm a soldier after all. A soldier? The Osuzukis rose to prominence through weapons development. We're military nobles. We Osuzukis must be brilliant soldiers in order to lead armies. That's why I train every day, to discipline my mind and body, so I can remain as noble I was born to be. So her daily training is part of her duties as a noble then. I guess the upper class have their own struggles too. After spending some time together, you understand Kurara better now. Today was pretty uneventful. That's not to say I don't have any problems. Hiroko, the killer, the invaders, there's still a lot I need to deal with. Out of all of them, Hiroko's probably the most urgent. If I don't patch things up with her soon, everyone else is going to worry. Alright, tomorrow for sure, I'll... Oh shit. The alarm? The enemy's attacking now?
Intruder alert.
I better get going. I was out of bed before the first echoes of the alarm had. We can do this. I won't let anybody die this time. Taking the briefest of moments to psych myself up, I rushed out the door and made my way to the war room. Night attack, seriously? Don't these bastards ever sleep? There's a lot more of them than the last time too. They're really going all out. Tsubasa, you think maybe the bomb of yours can take them out? Sorry, it's taking a while to put it all together. There's no way it'll be ready for this battle. For real? We gotta fight all these enemies by ourselves? Don't worry, I'll fight too. Huh? Really, Kako? Where's this coming from? She made a point of staying out of our battles until now. Not to mention how protective Ima is. I can't just stand on the sidelines and let you all protect me. I've been training hard so I can handle myself out there. Please let me join you. I'd be happy to have you with us. But are you sure about this? There's nothing I can do when she gets like this. I tried to persuade her to reconsider, but it didn't work. She even threatened to sever our sibling bond. The idea was so distressing I passed out on the spot. The point is, I'm fighting and there's nothing you can do about it. Don't interfere, brother dearest. I've been training too, by the way. If push comes to shove, I'll jump in and protect my dear sister. I'll fight too. I'm sorry about before. You too, Shoma? You don't gotta worry about this guy. I've trained him up so he won't embarrass himself. That's right. I've gone from being mold on a bathroom floor to mold on a toilet seat. It's a huge upgrade. Nice to see you guys finally showing some backbone. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's unproductive parasites. Well, they did take care of the school back when that threatening message forced us to leave. But with this intruder on the loose, it might actually be more dangerous for them to hang back while the rest of us go and fight. That's a good point. You coming too, Darumi? I don't know. I'd love to show up as a mutilated corpse waiting for you when you get back. That's such a classic killing game opening. But I guess it could be fun to go wild and massacre a bunch of enemies too. Alright, I'm in. That's the spirit. Now that's decided. We shouldn't waste any more time. We'll be mobilizing all team members for this battle. Team leader, give the order. Right. It's been so long since Hiroko spoke to me. She caught me off guard. This is no time to get flustered though. I need to focus on the battle. So is this a battle we've already fought? Probably not, right? Okay. Oh yeah, we already fought this. Cool. Great. Easy. Fucking smoke machines.
What gives? I can't see the end.
Yeah, we
Sir
know.
Takumi!
We'll do the same thing we did.
Kako, make your way outside the mist and snipe the enemy from a distance. Ima, you'll have to cover her.
So,
Blah, blah,
I just
blah.
protect my dear sister from any harm that comes her way? Now that I can do.
Okay.
Phew. Thanks for that, Hiruko.
Don't waste time talking. Concentrate on the battle.
Okay, so this is the second part, and then we'll have to do the third part probably. Because the goal wasn't to kill the
Takumi,
the commander.
this commander, is she?
Yeah, she's the one we took prisoner in my future.
I'm here this time. I won't allow that kind of worthless sentiment.
Huh? But
We'll talk about this later. We have to defeat her first.
Here we go.
again. And we win. Thank you.
Yeah, we won. Now we just have to finish off the commander.
Shouldn't be too hard. She's basically on her way out already.
Look down at the defeated commander.
Please, don't kill me.
Huh? Did she just say something?
My name is Ava, the paragon of nature. I beg of you, please spare my life. I surrender. I'll come quietly so.
Wait, her name is Ava.
My name is Ava. Just let me live. I don't want to die.
Okay. Terrified invader raised a trembling hand, brought it to her mask. Then she removed it to reveal what was underneath.
This is the commander's true face? She's no different from us.
It's just like you said, Takumi. You'd almost think she was human.
She looks roughly the same age as us as well. This certainly isn't what I expected to be concealed under that mask.
Speaking of masks, didn't you say something about that too, Takumi? Don't the commanders consider removing their masks a sign of surrender?
Yeah, that and a way of showing respect to your opponents.
And it's one of the religious teachings they never go against, right?
That's if what Takumi told us is true, anyway.
Oh, do we gotta find out who's lying now? Who should we string up first?
Her taking off her mask makes no difference. Hurry up and kill her.
What?
But doesn't that seem a little cruel?
Not as cruel as attacking at night and trying to kill us in our beds.
She's also the reason Ima had to get turned into Sirei, right? Personally, I think that operation sounds like an interesting challenge. How about you, Ima?
Good question. It's a tough choice,
I
alright.
honestly forgot Ima got turned into Siri, like to put into Siri's body.
What's so tough about it? She caused you so much suffering in the future. She's just going to betray us again this time. There's no point sparing an enemy if it means losing an ally later. I'm with Kako on this one. Besides, people who hide their true faces should never be trusted.
That's
Never.
not very convincing coming from you, Miss Osuzuki.
If we're gonna kill her anyway, can't I keep her as a research subject? I'd love to see what invaders' bodies are like on the inside.
Wait, please. I don't know anything about this previous timeline you're talking about, but I would never defy God's teachings. I've lost the battle. I surrender. You can do what you want with me, but please, don't kill me.
The commander's pleas were getting more and more desperate.
Takumi, please. I really think we should spare her. We can't kill someone who's this afraid to die. Can
Well,
we?
actually, here's the question. So, in the original timeline, sorry, let me back up. Eva is surrendering. We know Eva's surrendering. Ava's surrendering because she has a bomb that's in her, and she knows that if she can't kill everyone, if she activates the bomb with everyone around her, she kills them all. That was the goal, and they're holding her daughter hostage for that. In previous timelines, not everyone was here at the fight. And so she didn't want to activate the bomb early, because if she did, then there'd still be some of them left alive. Right? But, oh. There'd still be some of them left alive. But why would it matter? Because we have the Revive-O-Matic. Was that in the timeline that the Revive-O-Matic was shut off? Must be.
Well, Mr. Sumino, what's it to be?
Takumi, brother dearest, stand aside. If you won't kill her, I'll do it myself. I need to get stronger, and this is the fastest way to do
This
that.
is the choice, huh?
Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Please, don't kill me.
Takumi, can't you do something? We've already won the battle. Can't we just let her live?
What do you think, Takumi?
Yeah, let her let anger, sadness, pity, desperation, fear. Everywhere I looked, somebody looked back at me with a different expression. They're all waiting for me to make the call. It wasn't an easy decision, but I knew what I had to
We're
do.
not going to kill her.
Of course.
Let's take her prisoner like before.
What? Have you lost your feeble
I wasn't
excuse
sure
for
they
a
were gonna make
mind?
this a choice.
Why kill Ado but let this invader live? If you're gonna make these big decisions, can't you be a little more consistent?
I didn't want to kill Ato, but I had to keep everyone safe. Anyway, we'll learn from the mistakes we made in my future and keep security on our prisoner extra tight.
But she could still escape or turn on us some other way.
Our team leader has made his decision. We have to abide by it. And since we can understand the invader's language now, it could provide a tactical advantage too. If we take this commander prisoner, we can interrogate her and potentially learn something that will help us out later.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not just going soft here. You've got to believe me.
I suppose that makes sense. What do you think, Lady Kako?
If there's a proper reason for it, I guess that's okay.
I hadn't expected Hieroko to be so supportive, but thanks to her, the mood was starting to change. Everyone was still clearly conflicted, but they were starting to come around to the idea I'd proposed.
I'm in favor of taking the commander prisoner.
Same here! So what if she escaped into Kumi's future? We just gotta make sure that doesn't happen this time.
Fine. If you're all going to insist, I guess I'll go along with it.
I think we should spare her too. I'll help take care of her and everything.
If we need to torture her at any point, can you let me do it? What kind of screams do invaders make? Just imagining it is giving me goosebumps.
Ugh! Sir Yugamu, tell your little Yugamu to calm
Jesus
down.
Christ.
Forget the commander. Someone put this guy in a cage.
Sounds like the matter's decided. The rest is up to you, team leader.
First things first, let's get her into a cage. We'll use a sturdier lock than we did in my timeline too.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'd never forgive myself if I died here. No matter what, I need to make it home one day.
Summoned the drones to take the prisoner away, and locked her up in the courtyard. We're all exhausted from our last late-night battle. We staggered back to our rooms afterwards for some well-earned rest. Phew, I can finally get some sleep. Mostly my thoughts centered on the prisoner. Ava, she'd called herself. We're finally going to get the chance to sit down and talk to a commander. She managed to get away last time, but I won't make the same mistake again. I'll talk to her tomorrow and see what she can tell us. The first time in a while, it felt like we might actually make progress. The relief that thought gave me was enough to carry me into peaceful slumber. Okay, I think with that, we pause here. Why you like this? We're not going further. We're pausing here. I'll see you on the next one.